Most trading journals are lies of omission. They log the trades that were cleanly entered and cleanly closed, the ones that fit a textbook narrative. They quietly skip the skipped setups, the discretionary overrides, the near misses, the emotional context. That's survivorship bias in your own data. You're only studying the trades that became trades, while ignoring the decisions that shaped which setups you took and which you passed. The skipped trades and the rule violations contain the most actionable insight in your entire dataset. Today, why incomplete journals trick you into I'm doing fine, the four-section format that captures the full decision tree, and the weekly review that turns the journal from a record into a teacher. Here's the four-section format. 1. Trades, entry, exit, setup grade, P&L, what went well, what didn't. Standard journal entries. 2. Skipped setups, A grade or B grade setups that fired your alerts but you passed on. Why? Hesitation, distraction, mismatched plan? The skipped entries reveal the patterns your edge is missing because of you, not because of the chart. 3. Rule overrides, every time you broke your own plan, moved a stop, sized up beyond your rule, skipped a pre-mortem. Each override entry with the why exposes the discipline gaps that cost real money. For state, emotional state, sleep, hydration, focus level. Patterns in when you violate rules are visible only when you track the when. Watch this conceptually. A trader logs only closed trades. After a month, they review the journal and see 40 trades, 60% win rate, average are of 1.2, slight net positive. The journal says the strategy is working. What the journal doesn't say, they skipped 15 A-grade setups due to hesitation. They moved stops on 8 losing trades to avoid taking the loss. They oversized 3 winners after a hot streak. The close trade data looked fine. The complete decision data revealed a trader actively undermining their edge. The journal lied because it left out the parts that hurt to write down. Here's the discipline. Every day, log what you skipped with the same care as what you took. Did an A-grade setup fire and you passed? Write the slug, the time, the reason. Did you break a rule? Write what rule, what override, and the emotional context. These entries are uncomfortable to write because they expose patterns the trader knows about but hasn't faced. Faced honestly across 30 days, the patterns become unmissable. I skip A setups after one losing trade. I move stops when I haven't slept. Those insights are dramatically more valuable than another row of P&L data. Now with the full 4-section journal, same month, same trader. The trades section shows the same 40 closed trades. The skip section reveals 15 past A setups, 12 after consecutive losses, clear hesitation pattern. The override section shows 8 stop moves on losers, all on tired state days. The state section confirms stop moves cluster on 5 or less hours of sleep days. Now the trader has actionable insight. The fix isn't try harder on entries, it's block any new trade on a 5-hour sleep morning. That single rule derived from the journal data the standard journal would have hidden dramatically improves the edge. In practice, the workflow is end-of-day logging in all 4 sections and end-of-week review reading for patterns. Look for clusters, I skip after losses, I oversize after streaks, I override rules when tired. Each pattern becomes a process rule for the following week. The journal turns from a record-keeping chore into an actual coaching tool, one that catches the systematic biases your discretion is hiding. The trader who logs honestly improves consistently. The trader who logs only winners thinks they're improving while quietly bleeding the same edge year after year. So, most trade journals are survivorship biased. They log closed trades and silently omit skipped setups, rule overrides, and emotional state. The omitted data is exactly where the actionable patterns live. Track all 4 sections, review weekly for clusters, and derive process rules from the patterns. The journal becomes a teacher instead of a scoreboard. Subscribe for the full method and trade your own plan. Education, not financial advice.